behind the curtain. You ever walk past a window at night and swear you saw someone staring back? That's how this story begins. I live in a small Maine town called Derryfield. Yeah, one of those postcard places where the biggest excitement is the annual pie contest. Everyone knows everyone, or thinks they do. Our protagonist is Eddie Carver, 34, single, high school drama teacher. Loves the stage lights, hates his reflection. He's got that thing, what do you call it, imposter syndrome. The fear that someday someone's going to pull back the curtain and see what's really inside him. It starts simple. Eddie stays late one night at the school auditorium, grading scripts under that one buzzing stage light. And then he notices it. The velvet curtain at the back of the stage moves, just slightly. No breeze, no open window. And I swear to you, the moment he looks, it stops, like something back there knew he was watching. Now, most folks would chalk it up to nerves, shadows, maybe a mouse running behind the scenes. But Eddie, he's a theater guy. He knows the stage better than his own apartment. That curtain doesn't move on its own. He laughs it off, pretends not to notice, packs his bag. But the thing is, when he glances one last time before heading out, the curtain is just a hair more open than before. Like it's inviting him. And this is the part that sticks with me. He hears something. 3 knocks. Soft, hollow, coming from behind the curtain. Now, Eddie tells himself it's just a trick of the old building settling. That's what he tells himself. But that night, he dreams of the stage, empty chairs, spotlight on him, and a curtain that won't stay shut. That was Monday. By Friday, he starts hearing whispers, and that's when the real play begins. He laughs it off, of course, because that's what we do, right? We explain away the impossible. Rats, a draft, maybe even his imagination. But the next day, the janitor quits, says he saw someone standing where there shouldn't be anyone, just standing, right behind the curtain, watching. He won't come back, doesn't even bother to pick up his last paycheck, just leaves his keys on the desk and mutters, "Some things don't like being looked at." And that's when things shift. During rehearsals, Eddie starts hearing them, whispers. Not voices exactly, just that soft, sibilant scrape of breath against breath. The kind of sound that prickles the back of your neck and makes you turn around even when you know you're alone. One afternoon, he finds the lead actress, Sarah Mitchell, crying in the green room. Won't say why. Just stares at the mirror, eyes wide, mouth trembling. "I saw her," she says. "Who?" Sarah doesn't answer. Props vanish. Set pieces get moved. Someone or something is sabotaging the show. Then the principal pulls Eddie aside, just offhand, almost too casual. "You know," she says, "this school wasn't always a school. Before the war, it was a sanitarium. That stage, it used to be the intake ward." And then she laughs, half-hearted. "That curtain covers more than just backstage, Mr. Carver." Eddie chuckles too, but his smile never reaches his eyes. He starts dreaming in red velvet, night after night. Always the same dream, the spotlight, the empty chairs, the curtain, opening, always opening, and someone just out of view, waiting. He wakes with dust on his fingers, stage dust. His sheets smell like mothballs and mildew, like the backstage air. And then the kids start talking. "Mr. Carver," one of the freshmen whispers, not quite meeting his eyes, "who's that woman in the black dress backstage?" Eddie freezes. There is no woman. But the kid just stares, pale, eyes wide as coins. "She said your name." Every day it builds. More whispers, more sightings, more wrong. Eddie can't eat, can't sleep. And the curtain is not waiting anymore. It's calling. It's opening night of the spring play. The house is packed. Parents, students, faculty, flashbulbs and perfume, nervous laughter. The kind of buzz that only comes right before the lights dim. Eddie's in the wings, clipboard in hand, palms sweating through his blazer. He tells himself this is normal, just nerves, just another show. But deep in his gut, something off. He glances at the curtain. It's still, heavy, innocent. But he knows better now. He's seen it move when no one touched it. He's heard the whispers when the room was silent. Act 1 flies by in a blur. The kids are brilliant, almost too good, like they're possessed by something far greater than their teenage selves. The dialogue sings, the timing's perfect. But halfway through Act 2, everything breaks. The curtain twitches. Not a ripple, not a sway, a twitch, like a muscle spasming under skin. Then it shudders, once, twice. The audience chuckles, thinking it's part of the show. But Eddie, he's frozen, staring. There's someone back there, a silhouette behind the velvet folds, tall, thin, head tilted, and smiling. Her face is impossibly pale, eyes like wet ash, hair dripping down her shoulders like it grew from the shadows themselves. Eddie's body moves before his mind can stop it. He stumbles onto the stage, into the lights, past the stunned actors, and grabs the curtain with both fists. And he pulls. The velvet parts like skin split open. Behind it, nothing. No props, no ropes, just void. And on the wall, daubed in thick, dripping black, the show must go on. The words drip. The smell hits him. Something sour, ancient, like forgotten basements and dried blood. Then, pop. The lights explode one by one with a crackle of glass and sparks. Screams ripple through the theater. Children cry. Parents stand, frozen, unsure if this is part of the act. And in that chaos, Eddie understands. The curtain was never a curtain. It was a veil, a threshold, a mouth. And he just opened it. Something moves in the dark behind the stage. Something big. He turns to run, but the curtain, it closes itself, fast, final, and Eddie Carver is gone. When the police arrive, Eddie's gone. Not a trace, no blood, no signs of struggle. His clipboard lies center stage, pages scattered like fallen leaves. One of them has a single word scrawled in his handwriting, shaky, rushed, run. They search the auditorium for hours, dogs, drones, the works. But the backstage is clean, too clean, like it was scrubbed by something that doesn't want to be found. The investigation fizzles, rumors swirl. Some say he had a breakdown, they fled town. Others whisper darker things, about the school's past, about the asylum, about something still trapped behind that velvet curtain. The spring play never finishes. The rest of the cast quits. The lead actress, Sarah Mitchell, won't speak anymore. Just hums show tunes to herself in the counselor's office, eyes always fixed on a spot just above the curtain rail. The school boards up the auditorium, bolts the doors, chains the stage. But Derryfield is small. People talk. A week later, a kid walking home past the school hears applause. Faint, hollow, rhythmic, like a slow clap from a very large, very empty room. The janitor, the new one, refuses to go in there. Says the curtain moved again. Says he heard a voice, low, almost kind, whisper places, everyone. And then silence. Eddie's apartment is cleaned out by his sister. She finds his journals, his lesson plans, his collection of dusty old scripts. But one thing stands out. In the back of his closet, tucked between costumes and prop swords, is a mirror. Antique, cracked, covered in a thin layer of stage dust. And taped to the top, a sticky note. 2 words, I'm still here. Some say Eddie was taken. Others believe he became part of the thing behind the curtain, part of the show. Every year since, on the anniversary of opening night, someone breaks into the auditorium. They always leave the curtain slightly open, just a crack. And every time, the next morning, it's shut tight, like someone or something is keeping watch from the other side. The school's trying to tear the building down now, but the paperwork keeps disappearing. Contractors quit, equipment fails, and the curtain still hangs, still velvet red, still waiting. And here's the kicker. 1 month later, the Derryfield High Drama Club receives a package. No return address, no postmark, just a plain brown box left outside the school's front office like a forgotten prop. Inside, a VHS tape. No label, no note, just black plastic dusted with stage powder. Against their better judgment, the new faculty advisor digs up an old player from the AV closet, plugs it into the library TV. The screen flickers, static. Then, the spring play. The same play, same kids, same lines, same awkward choreography. Only this time, the camera's not from the audience. It's filming from inside the stage, somewhere deep behind the curtain. The angle is wrong, like it's watching through a crack in reality. And Eddie Carver is there, alive, smiling, center stage, not aged, not changed, dressed in the same blazer he wore opening night. He bows once, twice. The smile never reaches his eyes, and behind him, that velvet curtain sways. Just a little, almost like it's breathing. The faculty advisor ejects the tape, locks it in her drawer, and resigns the next day. Says she's taking a sabbatical, leaves town, never comes back. The curtain remains even now. Some nights, kids dare each other to peek through the auditorium windows, and sometimes, if the moonlight hits just right, they say you can see him, Eddie, standing there on stage, smiling toward the shadows, waiting for the next act. Because here's the thing, the show never really ended. You ever wonder what's behind the curtain? You should. Some doors were never meant to open, but someone always pulls the rope. Someone always takes the stage. Just make sure it's not you. Thanks for watching Behind the Curtain. If this story pulled you in, gave you chills, or made you think twice about dark stages in Red Velvet, tap that like button. It helps this channel grow and brings more creepy stories to light. Subscribe for daily deep dives into the strange, the haunted, and the forgotten. And hey, share this with someone who's ever peeked through a curtain and thought they saw something move. Thanks for listening and for watching. There's another video waiting for you right there on the screen, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.